Romy Schneider was an Austrian-born film actress who held German and French citizenship. She started her career in the German Heimatfilm genre in the early 1950s when she was 15. From 1955 to 1957 she played the central character of Empress Elisabeth of Austria in the Austrian Sissi trilogy. In 1958 she met Alain Delon and they became engaged. Schneider moved to France where she made successful and critically acclaimed films with some of the most notable film directors of that era. Her engagement to Delon ended in 1963 and Schneider subsequently married twice. The son from her first marriage died in an accident in 1981 when he was 14. In May 1982, aged 43, Schneider was found dead in her Paris apartment. Early life: Schneider was born Rosemarie Magdalena Albach in Nazi-era Vienna, 6 months after the Anschluss, into a family of actors that included her paternal grandmother Rosa Albach-Retty, her Austrian father Wolf Albach-Retty and her German mother Magda Schneider. After her parents' divorce in 1945, Magda took charge of Romy and her brother Wolfie, eventually supervising the young girl's career, often appearing alongside her daughter. Her career was also overseen by her stepfather, Hans Herbert Blatzheim, a noted restaurateur who Schneider indicated had an unhealthy interest in her. Early career: Romy Schneider's first film, made when she was 15, was Wien der Ehe Flieder Wiederblau 1/4 HT in 1953, credited as Romy Schneider Albach. In 1954, Schneider for the first time portrayed a royal, playing a young Queen Victoria in the Austrian film Markarenzied Kanjar eine Kar Paragraph Nigen. Schneider's breakthrough came with her portrayal of Empress Elisabeth of Austria, in the romantic biopics Sissi and its two sequels, Sissi The Young Empress and Sissi Fateful Years of an Empress, all with Karl-Heinz Bar Paragraph HM, who became a close friend. Less stereotypical films during this busy period include Robinson's Soul Nick Sturban, Working with a Young Horst Buchholz, and Monpti, directed by Helmut Karkarenzi-Utner, again with Buchholz. Schneider soon starred in Christine, a remake of Max Affair 1/4 LS's 1933 film Liebelei. It was during the filming of Christine that Schneider fell in love with French actor Alain Delon, who co-starred in the movie. She left Germany to join him in Paris and they announced their engagement in 1959. Schneider decided to live and to work in France, slowly gaining the interest of film directors such as Orson Welles for The Trial, based upon Franz Kafka's The Trial, and was introduced by Delon to Luciano Visconti. Under Visconti's direction, she gave performances in the Cinquecento Moderne as Annabella in John Ford's stage play 'Tis Pity She's a Whore and in the film Boccaccio 70. In 1962 Schneider played Anna in Sacapato FF's production of Chekhov's play The Seagull, also at the Cinquecento Moderne. A brief stint in Hollywood included an appearance in Good Neighbor Sam, a comedy with Jack Lemmon, while What's New Pussycat, although American-financed, was shot in and around Paris. Schneider co-starred with Peter O'Toole, Peter Sellers and Woody Allen. The film was made from his first screenplay. Schneider and Delon decided to split up in 1963, although they remained close lifelong friends. They continued to work together in such films as La Piscine, which revitalized her career, and The Assassination of Trotsky. Later career: Schneider continued to work in France during the 1970s, most notably with director Claude Sautet on 5 films. Their first collaboration, The Things of Life with Michel Piccoli, was a great success and made Schneider an icon in France. The three colleagues teamed up again for the noir thriller Max et les Forêts, and she appeared with Yves Montand in Sautet's car copyright Tsare Rosalie. Schneider portrayed Elizabeth of Austria again in Ludwig, Visconti's film about the life of King Ludwig II of Bavaria. This time she played the Empress as a much more complex, mature, even bitter woman. "Sissy sticks to me just like oatmeal," Schneider once said. Other successes from this period included Le Train, where she played a German Jewish refugee in World War II, Claude Chabrol's thriller Innocence with Dirty Hands with Rod Steiger, and Le Vieux Fusil. The Gritty That Most Important Thing, Love garnered her first car copyright Tsar Award, a feat she repeated 5 years later, in her last collaboration with Sortit, for A Simple Story. On October 30, 1974, Schneider created one of the most memorable moments on German television. She was the second guest on Diet Marsha Paragraph NHERR's talk show Je spare currency de Daraben when she, after a rather terse interview, remarked passionately to the last guest, bank robber and author Burkhard Driest, Sigefallen mir. Sigefallen mir zu. She also acted in Le Trio Infernal with Michel Piccoli, and in Garde à Vue with Michel Serrault and Lino Ventura. An unpleasant incident occurred during this period with leading German film director Rainer Werner Fassbinder, who wanted her to play the lead in his film The Marriage of Maria Braun. Negotiations broke down when he called Schneider a dumb cow, to which Schneider responded by declaring she would never work with such a beast. Fassbinder cast Hannah Eckler instead, reviving his professional association with an actress to whom he had also been offensive. Schneider starred in Bertrand Tavernier's Death Watch, playing a dying woman whose last days are watched on national television via a camera implanted in the brain of a journalist. It is based on David G. Compton's novel. Her last film was La Passante du Sans Souci. Personal life. Following the end of her relationship with Delon, Schneider married German director and actor Harry Meerman in July 1966. The couple had a son, David Christopher, but later divorced. In 1975, Schneider married Daniel Biasny, her private secretary. They separated in 1981. Their daughter, Sarah Magdalena, is now an actress. David, Schneider's son, died at the age of 14 after attempting to climb the spiked fence at his stepfather's parents' home, but punctured his femoral artery in the process. Schneider began drinking alcohol excessively after the death of David. However, Claude Parr copyright Tina Schneider's friend said that Schneider no longer drank at the time of her death. Parr copyright Tin also said that Schneider's cardiac arrest was due to a weakened heart caused by a kidney operation she had months before. At the time of her death, Schneider was in a relationship with film producer Laurent Parr copyright Tin. Death. Schneider was found dead in her Paris apartment on May 29, 1982. It was suggested that she had committed suicide by taking a lethal cocktail of alcohol and sleeping pills. After another post-mortem examination was carried out, authorities declared that she had died from cardiac arrest. Her tombstone at Boissy-sans-Avoir in the canton of Montfort-le-Marie bears the name Rose Marie Elbach. Shortly afterwards, Delon arranged for David to be buried in the same grave. Enduring popularity, the French journalist Eugénie Moineau initiated in 1984 the Prix Romy Schneider. This prize is the most prestigious award for promising actresses in the French film industry. Is awarded by a jury each year in Paris in conjunction with the Prix Patrick Dewayer. In 1990, the Austrian newspaper Curia created the Romy TV Award in honor of Schneider. In 2003, she was voted 78th on the list of the greatest Germans in the German TV program Unser the second highest-ranked actress on that list. Until 2002, the Austrian Federal Railway's intercity service IC 535 from Wien Saar-Unkotet Bahnhof to Graz was named Romy Schneider. A movie about Schneider's life, titled Eine Frau wie Romy und Femme comme Romy, was planned by Warner Brothers for 2009. Schneider's role was going to be played by Yvonne Katterfeld. The project was cancelled in July 2009. A musical about Schneider, Romy die Welt aus Gold, was premiered in 2009 at the Theater Heilbronn. In November 2009 the ARD broadcast the feature film Romy, with Jessica Schwartz in the title role. Filmography, length remained unfinished in 1964. It was released as Ellen for d'Henri Georges Closet in 2009 by Serge Bromberg. Awards: Bambi, 1957, nominated for Sissi, Bravo Otto, 1957, Bronze, 1958, Gold, 1959, Silver, 1971, Silver, 1972, Bronze, 1977, Bronze. A Permel Toile de Cristal, Fr. 1963 as Best Foreign Actress for The Trial, Golden Globe Award for Best Actress a Motion Picture Drama, 1963 nominated for The Cardinal, Car Copyright Tsar Award for Best Actress, 1975, won for L'important Kiss de l'Irma, 1976, nominated for Une femme Tsar Fenêtre, 1978, won for Une histoire simple, 1979, nominated for Claire de Femme, 1982, nominated for La Passante du Sanssouci. Deutscher Filmpreis Best Actress, 1977 for Group Portrait with Lady, Premio David D. Donatello, 1979 Lifetime Achievement, 2008, Honorary Car Copyright Tsar, awards named after Romy Schneider, Prix Romy Schneider, French Film Award established in 1984, Romy, Austrian Award established in 1990, references. Literature, Hans Jahr 1/4 Gen Tast, Romy Schneider Ian Lebanoff Titelseiten Charlatan 2008, ISBN 978-3-88842-036-8. Michael Tarr Paragraftberg, Romy Schneider, Rowocht Verlag 2009, ISBN 978-3-499-50669-7. External links, media related to Romy Schneider at Wikimedia Commons. Romy Schneider at the Internet Movie Database.